At the start of episode 1, a masked boy is driving a police truck, and another boy's eye is scanned to open a door. The masked boy is driving straight toward a nuclear site. The people at the nuclear site decide to close the door, but the boy gets a grenade ready in his hand. Meanwhile, the other guy inside writes Vaughn, which means hope in Icelandic, on the floor. The masked boy throws the grenade at the gate. Inside, the boy grabs the plutonium next to him and runs away. Outside, the masked boy uses a snowmobile to escape from the police. Inside, the boy threatens the guards to open the door or he will explode the plutonium. Finally, the two boys meet up and escape with the plutonium. 6 months later, the boys refer to each other as 9, the black-haired boy, and 12, the brown-haired boy. A girl named Lisa is being bullied to jump into the pool. 12, thinking it's hot, literally jumps into the pool. Lisa sees 12 smiling and notices 9 watching from a building balcony with a cold expression. Later, 9 and 12 join a school. 9, named Arata, sits by the window and the teacher shows him everyone in the class. 12, named Tuji, is in the same class as Lisa. In a large building, a man named Mukasa is watching YouTube videos, just like most of us, while another man named Shibazaki plays shogi. Mukasa shows Shibazaki a video of 2 boys, named Sphinx 1 and 2, saying that darkness will fall on Tokyo and a big spark is going to happen. Then, their boss interrupts them, telling them to get back to work and not be lazy. Back at school, 9 is approached by many girls asking for his phone number. He tells them he doesn't have a phone and then leaves to check the thousands of messages from 12, asking him to meet at the rooftop of the school. When 9 gets to the rooftop, he tells 12 not to draw too much attention to himself, but then 12 says that a girl named Alya was talking about him in Russian. Oh no! Wrong anime. Let me fix that. 12 lists all the names and surnames of the girls talking about 9, but 9 cuts him off, telling him not to remember useless names. The next day, 9 and 12 put their plan into action. Meanwhile, Lisa is at the building, hiding in the bathroom while reading texts from her mom. All the electricity in Tokyo goes out, causing Shibazaki to remember what Sphinx 1 and 2 said in their video. 9 and 12 continue with their plan, placing cute toys in different spots around the building. 12 even gives Lisa one of the toys and tells her to keep it close. After returning to 9, 12 tells him that Lisa is in the building. Suddenly, an explosion occurs from the cute toys that 9 and 12 planted. 9 calls Lisa on her phone and asks her to choose between death or becoming their accomplice. Lisa chooses to become their accomplice. 12 speeds ahead on his motorcycle to save Lisa, while 9 directs her on where to move to meet up with 12. As Lisa jumps, the entire building collapses. Thankfully, 12 saves her and brings her to 9. The police got together to share information about the bombs. One of them found the word Vaughn on a bomb. This made another police officer remember seeing the same word when the plutonium was stolen. Meanwhile, 9 and 12 are working on another bomb and decide who will deliver it by playing rock, paper, scissors. Yep, 9 lost and ends up delivering the bomb, acting as a ramen delivery boy. He also sets up some cameras while he's there. Back at the archive office, Mukasa is watching videos when a new one from Sphinx 1 and 2 gets uploaded. This time, they challenge the police with a riddle. What walks on 2 legs? Then 4, and finally 3. If the police solve it, they won't detonate the bomb. The police try hard to solve the riddle and come up with a location, but it's the wrong one. Shibazaki figures out the correct answer, Oedipus, and that the location is a police station with the number 243, but he's too late. Meanwhile, 12 warns Lisa that he'll kill her if she tells the police about them. The bomb explodes because the police couldn't solve the riddle. Seeing that Shibazaki was right, the police superintendent tells him that those people have a plutonium bomb they stole 6 months ago, and asks Shibazaki to come back and help the police. While placing another bomb, 9 realizes from the news that someone solved their riddle. Meeting with Korahashi, Shibazaki is told everything they know about the person who stole the plutonium bomb. However, all the information they have on him is fake. They don't even have a photo, just a sketch. Back at police headquarters, the officers identify the person responsible for cutting the power cables that caused the blackout in Tokyo. Suddenly, a new video from Sphinx is uploaded with a riddle. What building stands beside the house of the god? Who solved the riddle?
And if you're thinking it might be a building near Shibazaki's house, well, you're dead wrong. But hey, nice try. Just watch this recap and enjoy.
Lisa, fed up with her depressed mother, decides to leave the house and go out. The next day, putting all the pieces together, and knowing the bomb is timed, Shibazaki does a live stream and solves the riddle. While solving the riddle and revealing the location next to the shrine, the police disarm the bomb. But it doesn't end there. Shibazaki warns them not to use the card they have up their sleeve, as it could cause many deaths. From this, 9 is 100% sure they've now linked them to the stolen plutonium. The police gather again and analyze the defused bomb. They discover how it was purchased, but can't trace the location or the buyer because it was done with virtual currency. Shibazaki decides to visit the city where 9 was raised, but he learns nothing from the locals, as they all claim they don't know him. However, he does find out that 9 listened to music from a cold land. This leaves Shibazaki struggling to connect the dots between plutonium, Oedipus, terrorism, and the music from a cold land. Meanwhile, 9 hacks into the police database and finds all the information about Shibazaki. Back with Shibazaki, while he's enjoying a ramen meal with Mukasa, a new Sphinx video gets uploaded. This time, the riddle is, whose name would you carve at the entrance where the king who solved the riddle received a prophecy? They also warn the police not to cheat, or they'll set off the invisible bomb. Shibazaki finds a website to submit the answer. Meanwhile, the other officers spot someone suspicious in a building and plan to catch him off guard. However, Shibazaki tells them he's going to submit the answer to the website, as that's what Sphinx asked for, not cheating. When 12 meets Lisa, he tells her to go home because it's not safe on the streets. Lisa yells at him to leave her alone, saying that when she met him, she thought she'd finally be free and got her hopes up for nothing. 12 leaves, but then returns with his motorcycle and tells Lisa to come with him. Shibazaki finds the correct answer and submits it, but the invisible bomb still goes off because the other officers cheated. As a result, the invisible bomb releases all the information the police had kept hidden from the public, including details about the stolen plutonium and much more. Lisa and 12 are now on the run, trying to escape from the police in a high-speed chase.
And there's the iconic photo of Lisa. I've seen it everywhere in YouTube thumbnails, but I never knew it was from this anime. How fascinating. When you look at it up close, it's almost like a masterpiece of thumbnails. Really makes you question the meaning of it all, right? Anyway, I'm out, people.
12 ends up taking Lisa to the base, and 9 immediately says no when he sees him.
No, 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 no.
No! But then Lisa loses consciousness and falls to the ground. When she wakes up, 9 still doesn't want her to stay, but they end up keeping her anyway. On a train, 9 and 12 pretend to switch out the fire extinguishers, but they actually plant a bomb there. When they get back home, they find Lisa trying to cook, or rather, burning food. She tells them to eat, but they both refuse, so she ends up eating it herself. However, she doesn't like it, so 9 tells her to just stay in one place and not move. She then goes to sleep. Another Sphinx video is uploaded, and this time the riddle is much easier. Shibazaki quickly finds the bomb's location on the train. He then realizes that all the people connected to the bomb locations had attended a seminar at the Rising Peace Academy. But even though the location was found, no one from the police went to defuse the bomb, because it was an order from the higher-ups. This forces 12 to go and defuse the bomb himself, with 9 guiding him. While trying to locate the train, 9's laptop gets hacked by someone else, triggering a flashback of the place where he and other children were raised. He quickly switches to another laptop, sees that he's closer to the train than 12, and decides to go out by himself. But unfortunately, he's too late to defuse the bomb, and it explodes. When 9 wakes up, he finds a message from 5, another child raised at the same place as 9 and 12, who is now working with the FBI. The police announce that many people were injured in the bomb explosion, unlike the previous ones. Kurahashi also reveals that the FBI will be joining the investigation. 9 remember about when he and 12 escaped from the place where they were raised, but they left a girl named 5 behind. Kurahashi pulls Shibazaki aside and tells him that the FBI has taken control, and now the Japanese police must follow their orders. He also mentions that he met with FBI agent Clarence and a girl who turned out to be 5. A new riddle is posted, but this time, it's not from 9 and 12, it's from 5, pretending to be Sphinx. Both 9 and Shibazaki separately solve the riddle and discover the location, which is an airport that 9 and 12 had targeted to plant a bomb. Shibazaki starts to doubt if this is the real Sphinx, because the riddle is too straightforward and lacks the deeper meaning their previous ones had. Immediately, every police officer is notified not to enter the airport, as these are orders from the higher-ups. Shibazaki decides to go on his own, but some other officers join him to head into the airport. Meanwhile, 9 and 12 prepare to enter the airport, but this time, even Lisa is joining them. As soon as 9 and 12 arrive at the airport, they pretend to be workers and manage to get inside. However, 5 quickly traces them when she notices that someone used a fake card to enter. When 5 sees 9 at the airport through the cameras, she shows him a chess move, indicating that they'll have a chess game with the airport as the board. To find the location of the bomb, 9 and 12 must win this chess game. 9 starts making moves using the airport as the chessboard, while 12 handles other tasks. Shibazaki and the other officers arrive at the airport and spot the chess move displayed on a screen. When Shibazaki asks the airport staff why they were displaying that image, they tell him the police instructed them to do so. From this, Shibazaki is certain that the message came from a fake Sphinx, and that the real Sphinx is at the airport trying to defuse the bomb planted by the fake one. Finally, 12 gives Lisa her first job, to retrieve a smoke bomb from a locker. She sets it off in a bathroom to block some of the cameras, but 5 quickly spots her because of her suspicious behavior, bumping into everyone. 5 also notices that some of the cameras are looping and heads out, only to be met by 9 pointing a gun at her head. After confirming the bomb's location with 5 tells 9 she's caught their little accomplice. 9 quickly escapes as other agents start shooting. Shibazaki and the other officers hear gunshots and rush towards the sound. In the chaos, 9 and Shibazaki cross paths. The spot where 12 and 9 thought the bomb would be turns out to be wrong. Then, they get a call from Lisa saying she's trapped inside a plane with a bomb. 9 calls Shibazaki and tells him that Sphinx is speaking to him. He explains there's a bomb on a plane, planted by someone else, and the plane is being remote controlled by the tower. He urges Shibazaki to go and save the people because he can't with so many police around. 9 and 12 find a vehicle at the airport and use it to get closer to Lisa. Meanwhile, Shibazaki and the other officers cause a commotion at the control tower. Shibazaki manages to push through and heads forward, while Lisa tries to escape from the airplane. Shibazaki pulls a gun on the person controlling the plane and tells them to steer it away from the airport. Just in time, 9 and 12 rescue Lisa. After the airplane explodes, 9 puts on his mask and thanks Shibazaki for following his instructions, but Shibazaki can't pursue Sphinx because the crowd blocks his way. Despite all of 5's plans failing, she still managed to get Lisa's ID card from her. The police chief fires Shibazaki, while the other officers get lighter punishments. Shibazaki's firing was ordered by 5. While Lisa is cooking, a delivery boy brings her a package. When she opens it, she finds a note that says bomb and quickly leaves. 9 and 12 see the explosion and realize it was sent by 5. This forces 9 and 12 to stay at their other hideout. Shibazaki digs deeper into the Sphinx case and discovers that every person who owned the buildings that were bombed had connections to a project called the Athena program. Shibazaki finds a former member of the Athena program and blackmails him into revealing everything he knows about it. Another officer joins Shibazaki, and Shibazaki tells him that the Athena program took orphans from across the country tested them, and selected only the most gifted ones. Despite gathering this new information, Shibazaki still struggled to find more leads after questioning people connected to various orphanages. However, in a church, they discover a clue about someone who took a boy years ago. Shibazaki then asks another officer to look into a man named Aoki to uncover more information about the Athena program. Meanwhile, Lisa leaves, feeling like she's a burden to 9 and 12. Shibazaki receives information from the officer, including the address of a man named Aoki. He also learns that the Athena program involved many pharmaceutical companies and other medical organizations. Lisa gets captured by 5, and when Lisa explains how she met 12 and 9, 5 coldly tells her she should have died back then. When 12 realizes that 5 has captured Lisa, he disobeys 9's orders for the first time and decides to go save her. Shibazaki and another officer meet with Aoki, who reveals the dark truth about the Athena program. It was an experiment aimed at creating superhumans, prodigies in every field. Out of the 26 children involved, most died from the drugs they were given. Only one girl survived and was taken by an American agency, while 2 boys caused an explosion at the settlement, the facility where they were held, and managed to escape. Those boys were 9 and 12. 12 finds Lisa handcuffed and covered in bombs, then enters the Ferris wheel where she's being held. Despite 12's best efforts to defuse all the bombs with an 8-minute timer, he can't get them all. 5 then asks that 12 reveal the location of the atomic bomb he and 9 stole, promising to stop the bombs if he does. With no other choice, 12 tells 5 the location of the school where the bomb is. However, 9 anticipated this and was already there, ready to escape before the police arrived. 5 falls unconscious in Clarence's arms.
All right. I know what you're thinking, sure. There's just a hand catching 5, but trust me, it's gotta be Clarence. I mean, who else could it be? Not like I bothered introducing the rest of her team or anything. They're just there for decoration, right? Anyway, let's just forget this.
9 goes to the police station, surrenders, and tells Kurahashi that he set a timer on an atomic bomb and they need to follow his demands. He tells Kurahashi that he wants to hold a conference with various media at PM, or the bomb will explode. Shibazaki confronts the leader of the Athena program, who claims he did it to make the country stronger. Shibazaki cuts him off, saying, "You ruined those children's lives, and I'll make sure everyone knows what you did." 12 freaks out a bit when he finds out 9 surrendered to the police, so he ends up spending time with Lisa instead. Hahaha. As 9 is being transported, 5 attacks him. 12 shows up and distracts 5 for a moment. Clarence, frustrated with 5 for not following orders, tries to kill her, but she ends up killing him instead. 5 speeds toward 9, finally. Meeting with him, she admits she always wanted to beat him, but felt he was always better. She confesses that she lived only for him, kisses him, and then shoots a bullet into the leaking gasoline, committing suicide in the explosion. A new video from Sphinx is uploaded. In it, 9 announces that because he didn't make it to the conference he planned, the atomic bomb has now been set off. Judging by the fact that none of Sphinx's previous bombs killed anyone, Shibazaki believes this atomic bomb won't cause any deaths either. Shibazaki asks his daughter if an atomic bomb could be detonated without harming anyone. She says it could be done by setting it off in the stratosphere. The police locate the bomb, and experts warn that if it explodes, the resulting waves will knock out all electronic devices, essentially sending everything back to the Stone Age. Despite all their efforts, the police can't stop the bomb as it rises to high. The bomb explodes, knocking out all electronic devices and cutting off electricity everywhere. After some time, 9 visits the settlement and makes a grave for each of the children who are there, including 5. Lisa and 12 find 9 at the settlement, but instead of being mad at 12, they all spend time together playing with the ball. Lisa is terrible at it, but they still have a great time. Until Shibazaki arrives and tells 9 and 12 that he knows they wanted to show the world what happened to 9 and the other children from the Athena program. Suddenly, US helicopters, led by Agent Clarence, arrive and aim to shoot. 9 threatens to detonate another bomb if they shoot, but they ignore him and shoot 12, killing him. 9 throws the detonator to Shibazaki and tells him to reveal everything about the Athena program and to remember that they lived. 1 year later, Shibazaki reveals the truth about the Athena program and the reasons behind the Sphinx attacks. He and Lisa visit the graves of 9 and 12 to pay their respects. Lisa tells Shibazaki that the word Vaughn that 9 wrote many times actually meant hope. We've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this anime recap, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Hope we meet again. Until then, see you next time.